The Real Deal is brought to you by Indian Point Camp. If you believe in work hard and play hard, if you think of yourself as the guy or girl next door, and if you want to see some real life as they happen hunts, don't go anywhere.
It has been a phenomenal day out here.
Indian Point Camp's The Real Deal is a group of people who work hard and play hard. We literally are the guys and girls next door.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Here, you get to see our adventures unfold exactly as they happen. No smoke and mirrors here. We are the ultimate reality show. We are The Real Deal. You know what? Dreams can come true.
How long had you seen him?
Wow.
That's why we got the cameras.
Well done, my friend. Well done.
Well played.
Sorry, we just had to bugger with you a bit.
You knew. So here we are late in the morning of day 5. We went for a walk looking for impala. I don't know, half an hour into the morning we saw a herd in a field probably 100 yards up. We stalked up to them. All we could see was the females. We knew Vihan had seen him once, and before we could get glass on him, they winded us and left. So we stalked around and sort of circled around them and came up and got onto them again. And the first one that we seen was this fella. He saw us while we were getting the sticks down. Ran. Vihan gave us a whistle. He stopped to see what it was, turned around, gave me just the briefest second, and I managed to get the shot on. Nungai Safaris and The Real Deal. Just what a fabulous trip we're having, and a wonderful adventure. Thank you very much.
Closed captioning for this episode is brought to you by bearballbaits.com. Yes, a funny name, but serious results. This segment was brought to you by Best Western Plus, Dryden Hotel and Conference Center.
So last night we sat on the blind for some kudo, and we sat there for about 2 hours, and they didn't come quite to us. They came to Mark and Bill's blind. So tonight we're gonna sit in that blind and hopefully get something. It's about an hour drive, so hopefully we don't fall asleep on the way there.
Yeah, good luck. We talked a bit about shot placement last night, and the weather wasn't that good this morning, but now it looks quite a bit better.
Yeah.
So if the wind is like it is now, we'll just burn some cattle dung just to cover our scent a little bit. But let's see how it is when we get there. Good luck.
Thank you.
This segment was brought to you by Dam Beaver Trapping Supplies for all your trapping needs. Outside the Hunt is brought to you by McKinstry Chrysler, where the tradition of excellence continues. I know as a hunter that I play a major role in conservation, and I've known this for years. But what I was able to witness and learn while in South Africa takes this to the next level. This week's Outside the Hunt segment is going to touch on that just a little bit. I'll start off by telling you a quick story about something that happened while we were in South Africa. An animal on one of the properties that we went to had ruined the farmer's fence multiple times. And if this had happened several years ago, the farmer, who doesn't hunt, would have poisoned this bull to get rid of him. And he probably would have gotten rid of a few dozen other animals at the same time by mistake. And he would have been fine with that, because these animals had no value to the farmer back then. And actually they often compete with his cattle for feed. But with the value of hunting now for these landowners and farmers, he wasn't willing to risk losing all those other animals who now bring him an income. So he instead hired a hunter to selectively come in and take out this bull giraffe, saving a few dozen other animals at the same time. Now, Vihan was wonderful in explaining some of the conservation efforts in South Africa that are in place. And I'd like to play a couple of clips of some of the things that Vihan had to say.
In the Kruger Park is 2.3 million hectares. And there can be about 7,500 elephants in the park, according to scientists. Now there are 22,000 elephants. So there are 3 times as many elephants as the park can carry. But due to pressures from the anti-hunting community, they don't cull these animals. And the Kruger Park is basically becoming a wasteland because of the damage that what the elephants are doing. And it's not just the elephant that suffers. I mean, it's from the little ant up to the elephant that is not only suffering now, but will be suffering
When it becomes
in the
unsustainable.
future.
Yeah.
It also does a lot for the actual conservation of the animal.
It certainly does.
I've got a simple saying that says if it pays, it stays. You know, unfortunately, when we have areas or hunting areas, not unfortunately, but we as people and as hunters has to take over the conservation role.
Yes,
and the
we do.
conservation role is done by hunting animals. Yes, ecotourism makes a big part of our income, but there's nothing that brings so much revenue into the country when it comes to conservation than hunting.
As you now know, South Africa is about much more than just trophy animals. When you go to places like Nungai Safari, you not only get to leave with an amazing experience and memories of a lifetime along with your trophies, you also get the satisfaction of knowing you've helped the South African conservation efforts, because many of these animals would not be on these properties if we didn't hunt them. Just think about those white rhinos you saw in last week's episode being protected from poachers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They would not be there if we didn't pay to hunt some of the other animals on that property, like my red hartebeest. Very simply, when you put a value on these animals, they are worth something to the landowners. And they will not only tolerate them, they will help feed, water, and protect them, because they are now worth something.
Nice shot. He's a monster.
We had 3 bulls come in before this guy came in. And when he came in, Vihan, he just, you have to shoot this one. And he gave me the perfect shot, so I took it, and I couldn't have asked for anything more than this. This animal is absolutely beautiful. Mark, thank you so much for bringing me. Vihan, thank you. Come here.
Yeah, I think when that first one came in, everyone was a bit disappointed when he left, you know, but the wind was so wrong, and the fact that we burned cattle dung did help a bit. So this one came in, and this is one of the most beautiful kudu bulls I've seen.
And you said bigger than anyone you shot?
Unfortunately, I'll have to admit that it's bigger than anyone that I've ever taken in my life. I'm guessing this bull at about 56, 57 inches. He's a nice old bull, nice ivory tips, deep curls. He's a beautiful bull. This is a very good example of cattle farming and game going hand in hand. You know, suddenly the cattle farmer does not he does not get rid of the game because they compete with the cattle anymore. They keep it and they look after it because they know they can get an income. And in the old days, people used to get rid of game because they didn't make money out of it. You know, now they do. So it's all part of the conservation effort, and if it pays, it stays. You know, and we were very fortunate to be able to hunt this fantastic animal. Congratulations. And
thank you. I didn't plan on shooting one when I came to Africa, but after seeing them, it's hard to say no.
yeah, no, they're beautiful, gorgeous animals.
Yeah,
well done.
thank
Congratulations.
This segment was brought to you by Heavy Shot. I didn't come this far to miss. This episode was brought to you by Indian Point Camp. The Real Deal was also brought to you by the following companies. You can find The Real Deal on Instagram, The Real Deal TV, or on Facebook at The Real Deal with Mark, MARC.
Okay, ready?
He was quartering away a little bit, eh? So did you go behind the shoulder? But it's definitely hit, I saw him jump. Oh, no, I didn't,
Fantastic, man. No, but remember, he was quartering away. Oh, beautiful. Look how wide he is. Well done, my friend. Remember, he was quartering away. And I want to congratulate you on quick shooting. When you hunt these things, that is beautiful, beautiful.
About a year and a half ago, Mark McNay with The Real Deal approached me at McKinstry Chrysler to be a sponsor. We very quickly realized that we had a lot in common. Then last year, while we were filming season 3, he told me about an opportunity maybe to come to Africa. And here we are. The Real Deal teamed up with Nongai Safaris. I'm going to let the story play out on how we got this beautiful kudu. It was an incredible hunt. but really I couldn't be here without Mark. Mark from The Real Deal, I'd like you to come up please and get in here, maybe have some words. And Vihan, Nongai Safaris. What a fabulous week so far. We still got a couple more days to go. And this is my third animal, and I think 8 total since we got here. We're still working on a bush pig tonight. And I'm not sure what we're going to do after that.
What more could you ask for, though, eh, Bill?
Those.
And you said something there. I don't think either of us expected this when we partnered up together. But sometimes those business and friendship lines cross a little bit, and that kind of makes it even better. It makes it even stronger.
Yeah. And we got to meet Vihan through it all too. And my friend, thank you.
No problem, and congratulations all of you on all your trophies. I mean, it's been a real fun hunt, and I think we became friends over the past few days and had good laughs and a lot of frustrations and a lot of good times after that as well. You know, something like this doesn't happen all the time to be able to hunt a kudu on walk and stalk. You know, a lot of these animals get hunted, I think, in the wrong way. But we did it in the right way.
This is the real deal, yeah.
We all want to hunt the biggest animal on the planet, but it doesn't always happen like that. But this is a fantastic experience to be able to hunt with you guys and be able to take such a wonderful trophy on foot, walk and stalk with 4 people. I mean, it's
4 people tromping through the bush trying to get this done. That's what gets me. Wow.
and good, well done on the shot. It had to be very quickly. I don't think even we got it on film, or we didn't. I don't think we got detail on film, but that doesn't matter. It's not just about the film. It's about this fantastic animal and the experience.
Exactly.
Well done.
Thank you again.